All right, here we are on Arroyo. I don't think I've actually done a video on this map yet. So go ahead and describe it a little bit. It's a fairly vertical map. It's really cover heavy. We got this big rock, some trenches down it, some points below, some points above, way out in the open, and then one point right in the middle. Pretty interesting map. There's a lot that can be done here tactically. We got a 5v5. We're on UK lawn again. I'm joined by Beef again.
Hey,
Super happy
this
to have him on.
some trench runs going on here. I want to see some shuttles in there.
Yeah. Yeah. They can have little proton bombs going off. Do a whole Star Wars reenactment.
You turned off your targeting computer. What's wrong?
Yeah.
There's mines in front of me?
All right, we're dropping down with the OSP Team 3K. 5v5, Team 1A and S Team 2 OSP. We got a container ship here. Very exciting, very exciting. Love to see some containers. I've been... Let me see. Oh no, we have two container ships here. That's too many. One container ship, great. Two, a problem. Unless
No
they
problem.
work together.
I fear for the missile though, if you can afford two of them.
Yeah, well, it's... No. Two different players, each bringing a container ship.
Oh no.
Yeah, not gonna be
This is gonna
enough.
be cool. They spawned together, so they had some cohesion, right?
Hopefully. Alright, Creek with T-30s and plasmas. Making out in a container ship, as we saw. Random sauce with the roll-off bulkers. Oh man, so many missiles out of this team. Rains Tatsumi also in a container ship. And then Regis with a pair of 450s. Look like also one 250? Or am I just reading that wrong? Yeah, I'm just reading that
Yeah.
wrong. Birds, blankets, defenders, okay, PD. Man, they just don't have much of the way of front line.
Oh.
Let's
They don't have
see.
anything to cap really either. So
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. All right. Quila Paracombat Axfords, which is going to be an absolute menace on Creek's team because he doesn't have any screens, especially if it sticks with Arcana Evil, who also has some fighting Axfords with... Okay, but these have 250s instead of the 450s. Interesting. Minixim with a missile destroyer. Hey, nice. Love seeing these.
these are cool.
And a combat voxel. Dean also bringing the fighting voxels. And then a pair of support reins. Sassy with gunship Axford with some missiles on the back. S2's good. And a voxel with two Pinards on it and some... What is this? What is going on? A couple Pinards and an extra antenna. And some guns and no point defense. And then bullseye and a blanket. All right, okay, so that's something
Hey,
else we need to
Jeff.
do. Yeah, Jeff. Guess he's just really leaning into that soft kill. Good luck, buddy.
He's gonna need it.
Yeah. So neither team really has that much to cap with. I guess these voxels can be capping ships, but they're a little risky given their low point defense count. Although they are going ham on the defenders, which will help against the containers. What about these Axfords? How are you guys doing on point defense? Stonewalls and defenders, Stonewalls and defenders, Stonewalls and defenders. Just defenders on these two.
But also, he's got the 250 cannons on one of his on both of his Axfords, so he does have access to RPF.
That's true, but the triple barrels do have to be manually targeted. I don't know. Well, Arcana Evil's a good player, so he'll probably be on top of that.
I believe. I believe as containers are now leaving. Let's go.
Yes, let's see where the dogs are going. The dogs.
Who let the dogs out?
Well, looks like
Oh,
Tatsumi. is the question to that. It's the answer to the who of that question.
Case solved.
Been a few years, but we finally figured it out. Oh man, just these blind fired containers, so bold. No EWR, no bloodhounds, no anything to see what's going on the ANS
But
side of the map.
he knows there's a ship at D, and that ship at D is.
Oh, it's the one that doesn't have any point defense. Yep, this thing's just dead. They're both going after the one at D. No. So this is why you need to bring point defense one, and you
Chaff.
never, ever, ever, ever cap without point defense. Pretty sure these are EO decoys. The Dukes are, because that's a really common build. Cargo not found. Looks like they're actives. Might have some wake validation going on too. But yeah, this thing's just gonna get taken out for free. Well, maybe not. It's not dead yet, and some of these were a little too late to sniff it.
Well, they might go after the Axfords though.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. No, I think the Axfords are gonna get out of the cone if they keep burning like they are.
The chaff could drag them in, and they could reacquire, but they looks like they're burning out. Where's defenders?
Oh yeah, all these defenders are gonna clean them up, no problem. And Axford's gonna get onto Alpha, and the OSP again just doesn't have anything to challenge. I mean, they've got these Ocellos, but they're kind of hanging back. And these 450 bulkers are also staying, or these aren't. These are plasma and 100 mil bulkers. They're kind of staying out of range. Oh, and they have a dedicated PD bulker as well. I did not notice that. Very cool.
That is actually really cool.
It's pretty risky, but it's also really strong. Well, this one might not be. I mean, it's got a blackjack and a lyrebird in it, but it just doesn't have enough point defense turrets. Because when you go for the dedicated PD bulker, you really need to fill all the slots up with point defense, and then that thing can stop missiles. You have to play close by it, but it's very strong.
Ocello's doing a trench run opening fire on a voxel?
Yeah, and their tracks appear to be pretty bad. I guess probably have spyglasses in them. Let's take a look. Yep, spyglass. And a parallax. So might be able to get a lock.
Does he have a bullseye? He's got blankets.
No bullseye.
You should really bring a bullseye on your Ocellos, just saying.
Yes.
I mean, it's the one thing that OSP needs is a lock.
So very desperately.
And, I mean, the parallax just doesn't cut it.
No, I had to figure that out the hard way on my Ocilla build. I was like, well, if I just bring parallaxes, I can have good radar and a lock. No, no, you really can't. Gotta have that bullseye. And you get so much efficacy out of supporting your team with it as well, not just for your own 450 guns.
They're shooting an Axford. They'll be able to hit, I think. Yeah, a couple hits. Axford's realizing what's going on. So A&S taking the cap lead. It's just now just poking each other with missiles.
Yep. Oh, we got some containers going over here. I don't think they're gonna hit anything though. Yeah, pretty slow game. That's to be expected due to the heavy tonnage out of both sides.
Got some hollows being shot.
Yeah, and it looks like one of these bulkers is moved just a little too far away from his point defense. Some AMMs might come in and save it. So confused why ANS players. I've been seeing a lot of S2 play out of ANS lately, and I truly don't get it since flak is so common on the OSP since the Pavis kind of is crap against hybrids. And hybrids just seem like the best option, so sometimes with flak you can get at a hybrid kill, but it just renders the S2s, the pure S2s, so ineffective.
I can understand for smaller ships, but yeah, shooting it, that's your main one missile is an S2. It's you have access to better missiles. Use the better missiles.
Yeah, yeah. It's very much worth the point investment. Very much worth. These Axfords coming into this trench. If they go through this trench and get onto these container ships, they're just done. Or the, okay, so it's the MLS2 bulkers that are closer. Yeah, and these things have defenders, so the, in this case, the S2s would be highly effective.
Thanks for dodging some plasma, trying to at least, or voxel. Getting hit by the plasma, doesn't feel good.
No, especially on a voxel. Doesn't have that much armor to begin with. Getting it stripped off is pain. Got a whiplash in there though. So might be able to do some sick dodging right now. He seems to not really be able to figure out where he wants to go. Keeps changing direction.
Down. You want to go down?
Yeah, away from the bullets. For sure. Oh, and he's got some containers coming in here as well. Some supports. The potatoes. Might be trying to get a double batch rolling with how he's got these looping around. And this thing is again off by itself. Oh, but these are gonna clunk into that rock. And that's gonna go after the active decoy. Well, nice. Eventually figured out where he wanted to go. And got to safety. Took a lot of damage, but I think the DC teams can handle a good chunk of it.
Yeah, they tickled him. He's good. The only thing that hurts is that plasma. The armor's not coming back.
Yeah. Can't wield on new plates. Yet. Here we go, H2s.
Aw.
Wow.
That was
Extremely disappointing. Yeah, I don't know about terminal maneuvers on hybrids.
I think you need them. I just think it's just a balancing issue with the maneuverability and speed with those missiles are going.
Yeah, the triangle of power.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been bit in the butt, personally speaking, too many times by maneuvers causing my missiles to wiggle around things like there. Where it seemed like they were trying to weave, but instead just whooshed off into space. Although that is because I tend to be kind of greedy with the speed side of the missile. Because to me, the sprint stage is the terminal maneuver. That high speed is what gets you through point defense.
Yeah.
This container's trying so hard to kill this one voxel and just having no luck. This is not how you use containers, by the way. You really need to be patient and wait for just the right moment.
Well, one's sending them off to an Axford, and the other one's sending off to the voxel, and not working together. You just
Yep.
overwhelm that PD. But that's also really good PD though. It's like you're almost hoping that he just runs out of ammo.
Yeah. Yeah, for this sort of thing, you send, maybe half a volley after it just to give it a little chest. And then decide not to put any more. Although I've been saying that this voxel comes up and flies directly into a bunch of container fire, and that's going to finish it off. It's got 2 restores, but look at all this damage and a whole bunch of stuff on fire as well. Could actually probably bring these DC lockers back online and get even more restores. Oh no, those are reinforced. So
Yeah, it took out the reinforced. Oh, it took out the reinforced one.
these some offensive Mark 1s I just saw going to the Guandu. It had to be it. They're Ballestras just impacting up here, and they killed this. Very nice. Oh boy, here's the MLS2 coming out, going after these Axfords covered in defenders. Soft kill going to be fairly effective, but not effective enough. Look at that.
There's too many of them.
Oh yes.
He's almost reloaded.
So
He's
one of these,
launching his missiles back, but they're hitting. Oh, are those?
they look to be offensive FS1s. They're trying to get so far away from the ship. What is this? Okay, well, I'm not really sure what's going on with these.
Cello's popping up. Great, great run. The, they are taking a lot of 250 fire now, though. Wants to move those Cellos away. The missile dump is coming in again.
Yeah, defender's just not enough. Glonk. Oh, man, and he didn't have any chaff that time either.
The missile name, it's a Spiker. Yeah, yeah, it is.
And the ship names are Spiker and Spiking. Very nice. Very nice. See, this is when you follow up with the containers. Dump some containers in there just to get the finishing blow. Or the S2 guy will just keep dumping them. I mean, if it's working.
He didn't hear bells yet, which, yeah. I mean, keep dumping.
Yeah, true. Oh, man.
But after that one, I think you're okay. You don't need to send it.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, I think that's maybe dead.
The Acellos can clean those up pretty easily. One of the Acellos is very hurt and is not looking good.
Yeah, he's had some pretty abysmal angling. Took a lot of shots in the flank and in the drive. Ooh, these containers just not able to maneuver into those ships.
Nearly missing.
I think this one's going back after this Axford. This container volley's going after this Axford up here that's got the really good PD. But if you can come after him in the drive section or from the keel.
Blind spot.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Now that is exactly what you want to be doing with containers, going into those blind spots. That's what's so perfect about the high fuel capacity of them. Just get around everything and come from behind.
Except,
But, not good
that was
enough.
not a blind spot.
Yep. Yeah, not quite. Ooh, some more containers going into one of these, or the same side voxel that got containered earlier and didn't get killed. The reactor's now cruising. During all of this, ANS has maintained cap control since the OSP has all these big, slow ships with lots of firepower. And is up by not quite 200 points. Pretty nice.
Bulkers come in, trying to finish off these bulkers. Getting some good hits.
Yeah, pretty good overall. Nice. And that fleet is pretty much dead. I mean, the PD ship remains, but
Yeah, you don't want your gunboat to die.
yeah,
It did.
yep.
More potatoes coming out on the Axford, but his PD is solid. Great PD on him.
Yeah,
But his ammo is gonna be. Huh? He still has a lot of ammo
yeah,
left.
completely fine.
Yeah, completely fine, dude. Keep firing.
He's learned. He's been here before. Yeah, I think the ANS can definitely benefit from bringing too much PD ammunition, anyways.
And it
Ooh,
doesn't
but
matter.
these, yeah, getting through. Very nice. Magazine cooking off, drive cooking off, fires all over the place. Everything red or gray. A whole bunch of stuff even just burned down. Oh
When this
dear.
other solo come out now and finish it up with 450. Great work.
Yeah.
Good work on the containers. Just overwhelming that Axford's PD. He had such a good PD setup too.
Yeah, and there were certainly a lot of containers fired at this thing that got full killed by the PD, but he finally got a good angle off on it. So Solo gonna get punished by this team of Voxels. Oh, and this is the one that's already been weakened.
Yeah, he's just drawing fire.
The Axfords, meanwhile, aren't dead, and they are very, very slowly moving. I don't know where they're planning to go at 5 meters a second, but they are going.
Well, one's got a magazine and all its guns. Okay. And the other, all his magazines and guns. He can kill. It can kill.
That's true. You just need someone to drive into him.
Oh, that Axford getting finished off by those containers, but they're missing. Oof.
That's some real pain.
Cargo really not found.
All right, listen here.
That death ball. The death ball's like, nope.
Yep.
We are sticking together. We are one ship.
Yeah, the stone walls and the defenders together are just truly stonewalling these containers. I think the S2 bulkers are lining up to get a shot off, but I don't think it's a very good idea.
No, not in that death ball. He should definitely dump that. That's all they really have left. I mean, they have one 450 SLO, a PD, boat.
Yeah.
And missiles, I mean, they have to be really smart on their missiles right now. And I don't know, whoever's shooting them from D.
Yeah, I'm looking at that right now.
Yeah, where are these going?
He's trying to do some loopies and double stack, but I think he messed it up a little bit.
Oh, no, he's going up for the guys of the death ball above us. Is this coordination? Is this planned? No.
I really hope
No, there's
so.
no follow-up.
No.
He's just... Oh, we'll see how this does.
Just YOLOing it from below. I don't think it's going to be very effective. Obviously, it's going to be able to avoid the RPF. But I think these Axfords and their stone walls are going to hit. Or these are just going to miss with this angling. No, there's one sniff. Yeah, just bad angling on them. I think some of them might have been able to get through, too.
Oh, actually, they might hit the Axfords that are below them. The dead ones, ish.
Oh, yeah?
A couple defenders left. Energy able to clean those out.
No, just those stone walls, man. They're so good.
Oh yeah, someone popped out of the trench.
Ooh, that's a bit of a mistake.
Get back in your trench.
Especially with his drive facing his opponent.
Everyone's gonna be like, oh, there's an Encello right there. We should kill that. Oh, but there's missiles coming in, maybe?
Oh, missiles striking this dead Axford. That's an unfortunate waste. But here come the S2s. I think they've been jammed, though. Yeah, they've been jammed.
They're...
Maybe fine? Maybe A-Rad.
One hit. And it didn't do much.
No.
But here comes more on the side?
This fleet is just a menace. Look at it go.
I think they're praying right now if they run out of ammo, but they're not.
Yeah.
They're getting close.
I don't know. One of the Axfords is pretty running out of ammo. One of Aquilo's Axfords is down to below 30% of both slugs and flak, but I have a feeling we're gonna be seeing the OSP team run out of missiles before we see the ANS team run out of ammo for sure.
Actually, one of the Axfords about to run out of flak. You're right. 27 rounds. No more flak.
The positioning on these is just so odd.
Q Anakin, it's working.
This truly is pod racing. Oh, some containers coming from behind to hit one of the nearly dead Axfords. Not doing much because everything was already pretty much redded out anyways. Not able to pass the DR on finishing off some of those components. Whoa. What is that one? Oh yeah, now that's a shot.
Yeah.
Beautiful. These Mark IIs coming in. Just getting jammed. I mean, the sheer volume is great, but you really want the HOJ.
He's getting hits. A couple on the voxels, and maybe that's PD down. Not really.
It's really nice to see effective use of E-War. Because, and I mentioned this in a previous video, when the OSP update first dropped, no one was bringing E-War because they were adapting to a fundamentally different game. than had been around even the day before. But no, it's steadily become more and more and more common as all the new people that the OSP update drew to the game, and all the people who struggled to adapt right at the start have started to figure things out and refine their builds and starting bringing E-War again, because it's such a significant micro and strategic tax.
It is. You have to really think about it and allocate points to it that you maybe don't want to spend, but you kind of have to. I mean, do you want to see or not?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you want them to see you? You gotta pay the J15 tax. Those are great. It's so good. I always try bringing two into a fleet. Except for my
Nice.
solos, just because they're kind of selfish in a way. I have a bullseye.
That's your fleet support.
Yeah, that's my fleet support right there. I got a bullseye and a floodlight. Leave me alone. And ANS, they love their blankets. I would bring a blanket all the time.
Super good. Super helpful.
I don't know about the hang up. I maybe for the match drivers, like we saw that one match, last match.
Bro, I
Hanging them up
love
was
a hang
great.
up. I really do. Yeah, and that specific circumstance is really useful. But I like just it can throw people off their rhythm, right? If you can flash someone with a hang up who isn't expecting it or isn't ready for it, you can really mess with their read on the battlefield. And I think it's really useful for that. So I've got this. I try to bring them on most of my more well-rounded, like fleet-centric missile builds. Not the ones that are just like, here's a million S2Hs or a million S3Hs, but ones that are like, I can actually help and participate and contribute. I have a scout, I've got missiles.
Well, so you're not just selfish missiles, like, hey,
Right. Well, I
jump
do
and
that
wave.
usually, but also build a couple hang-ups, and you can like flash points with it to try to force trigger mines on people, which is really funny. It's so hard to get it to work, but it'll happen sometimes.
I think I've seen that before. Someone got hung up and the mines went into them. I was like, you can do that?
Yep.
Like, since when?
Yeah, it's super funny.
The enemy is securing zone eclipse.
Man, I was figuring... Yeah, the ANS is gonna win as long as they have one ship somewhere with combat potential. Because this big ending right here, that Deathball push, I am amazed at how much damage came out of the OSP team in such a short time, killing almost everything. What we were talking about E-War.
The missiles did come in. They are cleaning up. But they are running out of missiles, though.
Yeah, most importantly, they're running out of time. They just... As long as one ANS ship survives for the next... I don't know, minute, maybe, that's a victory for them.
Yeah. They're icon GG. They see the light. Great game, though.
Yes.
If OSP had a little bit more time, or a couple shuttles to cap earlier, I mean...
Yeah, because that would have got them that time, right?
Yeah, went able to buy them time, and they were able maybe just to back cap and be annoying, but...
Oh yeah, huge shout out to Aquila. This is this guy's first game ever, and he was an integral component of that death ball and point defense support. The stone walls and the defenders on these things killed so much. Good build.
Yeah, solid build. Run double Axford.
Good build for a new player to bring and to help a lot. The damage dealt isn't that impressive, but so much missile defense. Not gonna be able... Yeah, AS players doing nothing too crazy. It was all just controlling the battlefield and surviving against the missile spam. If that, that was the most campaigny style match I've seen, where the ANS team just sort of is trying to live against a siege. Crate getting knocked out super early. Mechanon 21,000 damage, which is not amazing on the container ship. That's good, but especially on a game that's heavily tunned, I would have liked to have seen more. Yeah, this is a little better out of random sauce. Over 30k. Regis trying to get stuff done with his Ocellos, but got shut down pretty hard by that death ball. And 49,000 out of Rain's Tatsumi.
Wow.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, those EO containers do a lot of work. They really do.
It's not bad. I mean, they just didn't have any in the cap, which sucks.
Mm-hmm.
If this was Annihilation, maybe they would have walked out with a couple ships.
Yeah, it was funny. Mechanaut actually looped around the backside. We're seeing that in chat. And Cap Delta with his container liner, of all things. 36 kilometers traveled in a container ship, probably more than anyone else. Yeah, actually. 38 out on one of these voxels. 47 out of the two S2 ships. Crazy.
Got to reposition. It was a good game.
Huge thanks to Beef for being a part of the cast.
Always a pleasure.
Been a major help and a enjoyable companion during these, so I don't feel like I'm steadily going insane talking to myself for hours.
Just
yeah.
Now we got 2 Clown Slicker on the map.
Yep. Alright, and I think that's it for the video. Yeah. I will see you in the battle space.